So here's our view of Fish Creek and the golf course this morning. I'm sure the detail in my video on my iPhone is probably not there, but on the very left side of the screen there are some townhouses, and you can see that the very far one that was completely constructed, it lost its deck. Part of the roof has come off in the front. You can see directly inside the rooms. So it just lost like the front half of the house. And then the townhouse next to it, you can see the deck starting to come off. The lower deck is completely missing, and the upper deck is listing badly. And so I bet the thing that happened to the house next to it, because that's what the house next to it looked like yesterday, is probably going to happen to the second one in today. And then the third house in, which it looks like it still might be under construction but mostly completed, it looks like it may be having some problems as well. The deck on the front does not look level anymore, so there's just so much erosion going on with this creek coming through the front of those houses. I think it's probably taking away all the dirt underneath. And then just beyond that, even further on the left there, you can see that the creek has eroded so much dirt that I think Fish Creek Road is in danger of collapsing. It's like right up to the asphalt on the top there, and it's not looking good. I bet that the road is going to collapse at some point today. So overall, we had some pretty heavy rains last night, and the water looks like it's gone down a little bit, but it's still raging down there for sure. The golf course is a mess on the 17th hole. It looks ugly down there. And you can kind of see over here. I'll walk over here and just kind of give you a view of Fish Creek from the other side of the deck up here. But you can see that it's still just raging along, and it's actually cut some new paths even from yesterday as to where it's going. It looks like it's a little bit closer up to the house this morning on this side of the creek, but we're still pretty high up on the hill here. I think we're still okay. Last night as we were going to bed, over here in this neighborhood across where you see that gray house with the big windows, there was a lot of honking of the horn, of car horn, and people coming out with flashlights, and then some cars moving. So we think people over there were a little panicked last night that their homes were going to get flooded and they needed to get out of there fast. So hopefully everybody's okay. We're doing all right. We still have power, which means we still have internet, and we're having some tea this morning, just kind of watching the news. There was a tree down there last night in this shot, which isn't there anymore. It must have gone in the middle of the night. Work, and I heard several loud thuds and crashes as we were going to bed, so we know things like trees in the front of the townhouse down on the golf course, those things were going into the river and probably never to be seen again. So hopefully people are safe. I think we're having a little bit of break in the rain right now. You can see how heavy the clouds and the fog are up there on the ridgeline. But there's some more rain coming this way, and we actually think that the route we would need to take to get out of town, we're not sure we can access it because the Big Thompson has flooded the downtown area so severely. So we're going to have to just kind of wait and see what they say on the news today to see if it's possible. I think even if it is possible, that there's just so many flooded rivers and creeks that it might just be best to stay put until the water levels go down everywhere, because I think eventually, even if we made it out of town and over the trail ridge, we get stuck somewhere else. But we're still assessing, so that's it from this morning from Estes Park. Hope everyone out there is safe, dry, and well.